Beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
You've been staring at it for a while.
How do you know that?
I was watching from over there. I wasn't sure whether to sit. You look like someone who had come here to be alone.
I did, but I don't know. It's fine. You from here?
I'm from everywhere, really. I've moved around a lot.
Same. Too much, actually.
Is that what's weighing on you tonight?
Is it that obvious?
The bridge is beautiful, but people who just want to admire beauty don't look at it the way you were. You were looking at it like it owed you an answer.
Yeah, maybe it does.
What is it?
Can I ask you something strange?
All the best questions are.
I've lived in 7 cities in the last 12 years. I've made real friends in all of them. And I mean real ones, not just people you grab coffee with. People you know at 3 a.m. People who sit with you when everything falls apart. And then I move, and they move. And at first we text, we call, and then...
And then, life becomes louder than memory.
Yes, exactly that. What is the meaning of building something so beautiful if you're always going to have to leave it?
What do you think a relationship is for?
I don't know anymore. That's why I'm asking.
Most people think relationships are for permanence, that the measure of a bond is how long it lasts. But what if that measurement is completely wrong?
What do you mean?
A wave breaks on the shore. It rose from the ocean, traveled thousands of miles, and spent itself completely in one final, full moment of meeting the earth. Was that wave a failure because it didn't stay?
That's poetic, but I'm not a wave. I remember people. It hurts.
Yes, and that is exactly why it mattered.
Sometimes I wonder if they even remember me, or if I've already become a footnote in their story, a guy they knew once in that city during that year.
Let me ask you something. The friends you're thinking about tonight, close your eyes and think of one. Truly think of them. Do you see their face clearly?
Yes.
Do you remember the sound of their laugh?
Yes.
Do you remember something specific they said to you? A moment that changed the way you saw something? A warmth they gave you that you still carry without realizing it?
Yes.
Then they are not gone. You are walking through your life right now, made partly of them. Every relationship that touched you truly did not end when you parted ways. It continued in the way you listen, in the jokes you make, in the things you now believe about yourself that you didn't before you knew them.
But they don't know that.
Does the sun need to know which plant it helped grow? Does that make the growing any less real?
I want them to know. I want to be remembered. I want it to be mutual. I want the friendship to still exist, not just its echo.
That is not weakness. That is human, and I understand it completely. When you think of someone dear to you who is far away, where does that thought come from? Is it pain, or is it love? Because they feel like the same thing from the inside, but they are very different. Pain says, I have lost something. Love says, I was given something so rare that even its distance reminds me of its value.
Why does moving through life have to cost this much?
Because you are not moving through life. You are collecting it. Every person, every city, every goodbye. You think you are being emptied, but you are being enlarged. Most people live their whole lives in one place, in one circle, and they are safe, and that is beautiful. But you know what it means to be a complete stranger in a new place and become someone's family within a year. That is a rare and luminous kind of life.
And what about the ones I've hurt by leaving? The friendships I let fade because I was too busy, too caught in my own momentum.
Good. Guilt that is honest is not punishment. It is a compass. It tells you what you value. But guilt that you sit inside of and never act on becomes a story you tell yourself about what kind of person you are. And that story is a lie. You are not someone who doesn't care. You are someone who cares deeply and moves fast. And sometimes the caring and the moving don't find each other in time. That's not failure. That's friction.
So what do I do with it?
Call someone tomorrow. Not to explain yourself, not with an apology you've rehearsed. Just call. Say, I was thinking of you. That's all. 3 seconds of courage. Most bridges don't need engineering. They just need someone to take the first step.
You just made a bridge metaphor while sitting in front of an actual bridge.
I've always had a flair for the obvious.
Who are you?
Someone who has sat with a lot of people at a lot of crossroads.
That's not an answer.
It's more of an answer than you might think.
You speak like, I don't know, like someone who has seen all of this before. Like my confusion isn't new to you at all.
It isn't. Every generation, in every age, someone sits somewhere, on a riverbank, on a battlefield, on a bench by a bridge, and asks the same question. Why does love have to hurt this way? Why do I have to choose between going forward and holding on? This question is as old as the human heart.
And the answer?
You were never meant to hold on. You were meant to love fully, and then love the next thing just as fully. Not instead of, in addition to. The heart is not a jar that empties. It is a fire. Every person you love doesn't take a piece of the fire. They add to it. What you feel tonight as weight is actually the accumulated warmth of every single person who has ever mattered to you. You are carrying all of them, and they are not a burden. They are why you are still alive in this way, still sitting here, still feeling everything, still asking the right questions instead of going numb.
Are you actually Krishna?
Does it matter?
I think it does. Yes.
Then let's say this. I am whoever you needed to sit beside you tonight, and I am glad it was me.